Hey everyone, I've been seeing this AmScope SM-8TZZ-FOR-5M popping up all over lately. People are calling it the go-to stereo microscope for everything from circuit board work to coin collecting. I finally got my hands on one, and after a few solid weeks of using it, I can see why it's getting so much attention. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the Trinocular head is a game-saver for anyone who needs to capture images or stream what they're seeing. You get two 10x and two 20x eyepieces that swap in seconds, plus a dedicated photo port for your camera or phone adapter. I've been using it to document circuit board repairs for my YouTube channel, and the live feed stays crisp even when I'm zooming from 7x all the way up to 45x. No eye strain after an hour of editing, which is huge if you're doing detailed work. The zoom itself is smooth and repeatable. The 0.7x, 4.5x objective gives you that continuous sweep so you're not stuck with fixed magnification steps. I've used cheaper stereo microscopes where the zoom stuck halfway, but this one tracks perfectly every time. It's perfect for inspecting tiny SMD components or checking the wear on a vintage watch movement without having to refocus constantly. Lighting is where this model really shines. The built-in 150W halogen ring light is bright but cool, so you don't cook your specimen while you work. I've paired it with the optional fiber-optic arm to add side lighting for translucent objects like stamps or biological slides, and the contrast is night and day compared to the built-in light alone. If you're into gemology or mineralogy, you'll appreciate how it makes inclusions pop without washing out color. The articulating arm is solid but surprisingly flexible. With a 40-inch reach and a heavy-duty clamp, you can mount it to your workbench or even a spare shelf. I've clamped mine to the side of my electronics workstation, and the arm holds the scope steady even when I'm nudging a PCB under the lens. The only small quibble is that the counterbalance spring can feel a little stiff at first, but after a day of use it loosens up and moves like butter. Build quality feels professional. The metal housing and glass optics are noticeably heavier than plastic toy microscopes, which actually helps with stability. The eyepiece barrels are threaded for rubber eye cups, and the diopter adjustment is precise enough that I can switch between users without refocusing the main knob every time. One thing I didn't expect was how quiet the halogen bulb is. A lot of microscopes in this price range have whiny fans or buzzing ballasts, but this one stays near silent. That makes a real difference if you're recording audio at the same time or just hate background noise while you work. On the downside, the halogen bulb does get hot after an hour of continuous use, so you'll want to give it a break if you're doing long sessions. Also, the included power cord is on the short side, so plan to use an extension if your outlet isn't right next to the scope. Overall, this is a workhorse microscope that punches well above its price tag. If you're into electronics, watchmaking, gemology, or even just hobbyist dissection, it's a tool that'll grow with you. Link is below if you want to take a closer look, definitely worth the investment if you need reliable magnification without the hassle. For most buyers, the real question is not whether AmScope SM-8TZZ-FOR-5M Digital Professional Trinocular Stereo Zoom sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like Digital Professional Stereo Microscope on articulating arm has and Trinocular viewing head with interchangeable pairs of 10x and actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like AmScope SM-8TZZ-FOR-5M Digital Professional Trinocular Stereo Zoom usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.